Unfortunately, we're not making it past first round, but I think this is the best we could do. Like, we should be pretty happy with our thing. It's sort of disappointing that we had so many timeouts. I would have loved to have played these games. Um, let's just quickly go there for a minute. Get myself in there. Oh, we're slightly ahead here. This one. This one we were slightly behind. Yeah. I don't know what my strategy would have been. I think we would have tried like bring the rook up or something. But yeah, he is like 600, so probably shouldn't have been. Anyway, let's go into the games. We're gonna go from top of the pool to bottom. There's one game still in progress. Um, we'll talk about it a little bit, but we won't go too depth into it. But it's practically over. Anyway, this one. This one I'm bringing up. I'm bringing up two losses. This one I'm bringing up because, to be honest, it was just a learning moment for me. For every tournament I play modern, and I really um let's see, yeah, I don't normally take here. I don't normally take here, so because I think I invite them to come in so I can do that. I try attacking on the queenside flank, and um, yeah. So I definitely miss a huge beat, beat missed, and it's right here. Because I think that's fine, but in reality, sax the rook. That is not free because that is mate in one, and there's nothing that can be done. Like maybe if we bring like just let the takes, but that that allows for that to happen, and that is crazy enough as is. Um, so yeah, definitely a learning moment. Second game this time is white. Um, White we play for London. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I think we take to allow that to happen. Yeah, we do. Um, just protecting the square. That is super. I'm actually quite surprised he didn't come down there because it just leaves this whole line, especially if we go here afterwards and then go back there and check. That's a free knight. We still have a problem with the knight. We're going back to defend it and trying to think. Very solid here. Oh yeah, we left that sitting. opening up our king side. Definitely something you don't want to do. And when he starts moving his pieces towards them, then takes a free pawn. Then we try to use his attack, trying the idea to trade off the pieces. Then that was probably the worst move. Because now we get stuck in a very compromised position. We probably should have gone there. But what's going to come? Oh, that didn't come that soon. Yeah, and now we have a double attack. This is forced to defend. We can't take this. Can't defend. And we're just really screwed. Especially when that takes when that takes that's a double attack. Double attack on this pawn. I think what we could have done was we could have moved the queen here. That would have been interesting. Instead, this is probably the death knell, because that just forces. Oh, that's even worse, because now there's 2 attacks on the bishop. I don't know what we were doing there. And yeah, we realized our mistake. Because that leaves that open. Like, we could take, but that square's covered. We just get in for a small. Let's get in for a smothered mate. Hi. So this game, trying to think. Had some pretty interesting games at this guy, like top rated. Definitely a a battle of attrition. As always, start with the modern. Pretty simple here. Trying to think what we do. They've got the bishop covering. This is the first. I think in this position we took the bishop, and then they took the knight here, and then the thing we keep doing, we just continue and take the bishop to keep it alive. That forces this commitment, and we just queen. Oh, it's this game. This game's pretty interesting. Probably one of my favorite end games of it that I completed. That we take the pawn pretty even. No, we're up a pawn. Where are we up a pawn? No, okay, that's where we're up a pawn. Our line broke a bit. This position we trade rooks. We get in a bit of a bother here. Nicely defended the pawn. We bring the queen in. A knight to cover. What do we do? Oh yeah. Well, we moved our queen so it wouldn't get trapped. Also to defend the pawn. That's bad for us, especially when the thing comes in. Oops. So we took the rook back. Rook wasn't important. That was it. Yeah. And basically, we just wanted to kick the knight out. And this is a very consequential move here. Very consequential. We move to the side here. We're threatening a mating pattern here. The old smothered mate. He brings the queen to defend, and then probably the best move of the game. I've got to ask for my mate which move to submit, but we have knight takes c4. Threatening the knight, because this is a very important square. Very important square here. Knight goes, and then we can just take the rook. Probably some of the best move about, and that's just a back rank. He goes an interesting move. It still loses the knight because he needs to defend the square. I think if we move there, we moved here, forcing the. So we took the knight, and they take back, leaving this square unfree, and we're able to force check, and we have the old smothered mate. So that was one of our wins. The other game versus White, there's a brilliant move here. I don't. Oh, it may change during game review. Feels bad, man. I don't think that was brilliant, but pretty typical in this position after castling the bishop takes, and I think we're just trying to consolidate a bit. Maybe trade knights, and then we go on. We had that square where to attack, and then we go on to attack that square. And knight blocks. Pretty good move there, and we spend the next few turns just jockeying for position. Nothing big. We move our bishop back. They take the free pawn. We get somewhat in a disadvantage. Go to friend of the queen. And then this process right here. So they come to attack us. We move our queen over to defend, and they try to double attack. I think that was the intention of the move, and they didn't see the bishop still defending square, so we just take that, and I got a little bit scared here because this is still in play. And that's mate. But I was scared for a bit for rook takes queen takes d4. But what I didn't see, I didn't see this, and this would have been the move of the tournament. Call an ambulance! But not for me. Defending the square and checkmate. But I don't know what he would have done there. Because like he probably still would have gone on anyway. So he moves down, and then I see that happening anyway. I not many moves available to him, like the sequence is still forced. And then bishop to G5, and then the only move available, and queen H6 checkmate. I think the thing I liked about this, just whittling it down his defenses, and this was definitely the blunder of the game anyway. I'm not proud of a move in this game, and it's just even worse. Yeah, London, we get the fork, and then we're up a rook and pawn to a knight, and then we're trying to attack, and he sees this, and I'm like, how? Why aren't we moving our king yet? Oh, that's right. Very interesting. They took like, this is just hanging a piece. I don't like. You really should move this. It's like, what are you gonna do? Take back? We consolidate, force him to move, and then we do an absolute blunder. Like, this is a very good move because it protects the square, and when we're going to go here, I think he doesn't go there. He's forced to move there. But I absolutely blundered a piece here, and then we're coming, and then the worst move of the game, which I'm thankful for, because then I don't have to fight from a piece down. The absolute worst move in the game. The king can go in any square that is highlighted, and we got that as well. If we really want any square on the board, and he picks the worst one. Because that's a queen, and that cannot be stopped. Our last set of games is with this guy. We have but yeah, I still don't know why the other game is going. At first, I was like, "Thank you for the gift," but they're like, "No, thank you." Anyway, this game. Oh yeah, this guy's trying to do the quick check. I'm like, please don't. So boring. And then he opens up this to prevent the queen coming in and threatening. We take the pawn because it's free, and we come back. This is just a weird move. I don't know what the point of this was. I absolutely don't know what the point of this was. And this was even worse, to be honest. Just opening up the that's just sacking a knight. I guess, like, this move, you're breaking the structure, but this is just sacking a knight. Like, you can't even bring the queen in yet. And then, we attack the queen a bit, that's defending. And then, probably, best move of the game. Bishop takes g4. The queen is dead. Long live the queen. All of the threat squares. There is one safe square, but that is not a safe square because knight f3, forking the king and queen. And the brilliant thing about after king move is that it just continues as another fork between the bishop and the rook. Best move here, I think, is bishop to. Actually no. Actually bishop to d3 because I think trading the rook is a lot better than losing piece. But even then, you can come in and take that as well. But he ends up losing a full bishop. We move to safety, and then we get to work on our checkmate pattern. Pretty interesting pattern. Probably similar to one that we used earlier. And then force move here, and then checkmate. I think all of these moves are forced here. So, last game so far that we've completed, and starting with the London, I think we take the bishop. Yeah, we take the bishop, and then what we do is we consolidate. Pretty interesting pushing the pawn. We block with the pawn, and I think we take here. We take the knight to be up. We trade queens to defend the pawn. They trade here, and we are up a knight. That's a free pawn. I don't know why I didn't go here. I think the reason why I didn't go here was because the reason why I didn't go 95 because king to e6, and I'm just stuck there, and I would have to maybe bring in f4 just to defend the knight. This felt a bit awkward. We let the pawn go for now. This is not defendable, and that knight is in trouble. I don't know what this was for, because we just take anyway. We defend the knight, and what we do, we take the pawn, bit of a trade, and this puts the game to bed with just under a queen of material. Specifically, it's 2 pawns and 2 pieces, specifically the bishops. Plenty of ways to do it. They throw in a check. We bring the rook up. b7 is threatening. They throw the check in. Probably just to waste a turn. And they can't really do anything here. I mean, like, they could probably stop, they could probably, delay it for one more turn. But they don't do anything here, and we just, do a simple ladder mate. And that were our games. Sort of a shame I wasn't able to put more pressure on the skilled players. Maybe steal a half point or something. But we won the games that we needed to, and we finished third in the pool. I think is where we were expected to. I'll do the math later, but anyway. Thank you for watching!